Damn, that vial of deadly poison is brutal.
Yeah, you guys got some pretty decent shit out of there.
Jason, do you have a problem with me rolling your character? Obviously, you're going to tell me what your skill to roll.
No, I'm still debating on whether how much attention I'm going to really pay. Because if I have to jump in, I might as well just join and jump in. Because I'm not going to be able to listen to the videos I need and like read the stuff I need to read about these audios connections if I'm playing. Go about your business. Go about your business. I'll be listening lightly. If it's important,
And
my
Roger,
elf will
gotcha.
care.
You were listening to the castle.
On and off. Heard money. That was important. I perked up for a second.
Well, we're actually in the town to start hiring people for all of this and spending what money we got.
You're in town right now.
Yeah, finding leads to go make more money.
About to say, are you gonna divvy out that gold that's there
Yep.
to the party?
Yeah. I told you I was waiting on him, nigga.
Oh, I thought we're all here.
No, I know. Now he's here.
Oh,
And then we go like that. We go like that. You guys were each awarded 75 platinum, 1,000 gold.
Jason, I think we're going to definitely have to find a special purchaser for this crystallized dragon heart.
It's a scion crystal.
do you want to sell that? I was gonna say that's a nice sounding. What module do I need download to see what these abilities do? It doesn't tell me a module. It just says the required modules not downloaded.
What abilities?
For what?
This for the crystallized sapphire dragon heart.
Oh, I might not have it open to you. Let me see. Actually, everything's open
Probably
to you.
directly out of the module.
Yeah, did you hit the check mark? If you hit the check, I think it'll load it for you automatically. Try that real quick. If that don't work,
Where's this check at?
Library modules.
There's something in
And
here that's called check.
no.
no,
When you try to
the
open it,
checks. The check's only on your side to let him see it. By
Mine
the
says
way,
unable
Josh.
to open window using wildcard link because no module containing that link is open. Check your active library modules.
okay. All right. So go into your modules and then load the stronghold and followers, the siege of Castle Rend.
So we're going to need masons. We're going to need workers. Where are we going to find these guys at?
Hmm.
Dwarves like to do manual labor.
It's already loaded for me.
I say we make our way to the market square and see what we can hear. Ask around.
What you're talking about? Is it in your inventory?
It's in the party inventory, party sheet.
And you're talking about the crystallized sapphire dragonheart?
Yep.
Yeah, I see it. I see. Oh, are you talking? Well, even the psionic ability opens up for me. Which one do you want to know about? Let's see. Will this work?
It's the image he's trying to open, I think.
Oh, yeah. The image you're not going to be able to unless I do that. That should work.
Whammy. That thing's huge.
It's not really that big. That's what the crystal looks like. Can you guys give me an intelligence check? Because appraise isn't a skill. All right.
Wow.
Iro, you know that you could probably get about 4,500 gold if you found the right vendor.
And what's this for? But you want to sell this magical item? Is that what we're saying?
Thinking about it.
I mean, you know, it is pretty nice in the fact that I can spell an action and for the next minute, like if I took it, I could, you know, for example, in a fight, if I wasn't doing something, you know, because I already have a concentration spell up, I could use an action for the charges, and I could give you 3d8 psychic damage and on all of your melee attack damage.
Very true.
That's not a bad point.
Or you know, I could flay a group of creatures for a d6 of damage in a 60-foot. I'd be willing to take it. If you don't want it. This is great. I love it. I'm loving it.
Well, we'll see what the rest of the party has to say on it. That's definitely an item that, you know, we as a full group got to decide on.
Brunthar will be willing to use it.
If
Well,
one
we're
person can
discussing the
use
finer
it, I
point.
mean, I would rather that than everybody want to sell it.
I'm pretty sure any of us can use it, actually.
Well, yeah, anybody can use it, but I
Yeah.
mean that could make a.
It's just I feel like it would be it takes an action as a spellcaster. So I was thinking if you're in the fight all the time, I don't know if you'd want to have to spend your action to apply amplify to yourself, to apply flay, forget, or sympathy to a creature.
You guys could have used some of those in that last fight.
Yeah, we could have.
But it's up to you. If you want to use Iro, you could. It would give you some magic abilities in case you wanted to use them, but I'm liking it too.
Then at that point, you know what we do.
True. I'm just waiting to see if he wants us to roll or not.
Alright, I'm closing OBS and joining. Let me take a look at this thing.
It's
So far,
pretty nice. Pretty
Flay's
nice.
the only thing that sounds cool because I don't give a shit about sympathy. What was the other one?
Amplify, you get 3d8 psychic damage on all your melee attacks
Don't
For
use
a-
melee. Don't give a shit.
for a minute.
Alright, next.
Forget you can make a creature forget a spell of your choice so they can't use it, or they can forget how to use a weapon so they lose their proficiency bonus if they fail their
they're
save.
dead. I can do way more damage with an arrow. Next.
Sympathy, as a reaction to taking damage from something the dragon can see within 30 feet, the dragon expends charges to force the damaged creature to make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d8 psychic damage per 2 charges spent. So you can do up to like 3d8 as a reaction if someone hits you.
No one should be hitting me. If they hit me, I've failed. I don't care about it. So I guess divided up amongst what, 6 or how many of us were in the party?
There's what, 5 of us total?
Yeah, where are the party members we had last time? The who are we missing?
It's just David and Joe.
Oh yeah, the druid and the kobold.
Yep.
So there was 5 of us, right?
Yes, sir.
How much
Yeah.
can we get for it?
4,500.
I'd really rather use it as an item in future fights.
Right, but this
Sure, not a-
4,500 could knock, like some years off of this castle that we got to get built.
Yeah, so we can go adventuring. There's shit like this all over.
I can't say he's wrong.
I'm completely willing
Agreed.
to give it to him as long as he puts 3,600 gold pieces in the party sheet.
I'd be willing. I just don't. Unless 75. How much does 75 platinum translate to gold wise? Is it 75 times 10, right?
750.
Oh, it's 750. Okay, then I don't have enough gold pieces yet. I could do an IOU to the party.
It's just gonna stay in the party sheet because you guys aren't gonna be able to sell it at Graysford. There is nobody in that town that is gonna be able to buy that. You're not gonna be able to sell that until you get to like the next big city.
Which is
I
why
want it.
I say we while we're here and we hit up the marketplace and try to get some information for builders and foresters and all the other great things we're going to need to build this castle back.
Well, I mean, do you guys want to return Pina back to her house and make sure Edmund's taken care of and
Oh yeah, I thought we already met
maybe
at
get
that.
some? Oh no,
my bad.
oh no, that's actually like that's what we have to do.
Brunthar's just gonna take that crystallized sapphire dragon. Just kidding. Just
All right.
Well, you got that fat armor right now, so
You have a fat +1 armor too.
Know who didn't get shit? Me.
That man.
I want gold.
You can put poison on your shit. 6 vials of deadly poison for your arrows.
I don't know if you've noticed, but they really don't tend to live through my arrows anyway.
I mean, hey, it's an extra 3d6 when we get to those really big guys. Or 9d6, whatever it was.
That depends. How much do they sell for?
The deadly poison?
Yes.
There's not a cost next to it.
Somebody roll an intelligence check.
I can. I'm in the game, but I can't have my character.
I mean, I'll roll it, but I'm not a really intelligent guy. Oh, but I got a higher.
Release, Jeff. Release Nosi.
done.
There you go. So let's see. 10 gold D6. So you're looking at about 1,000 gold worth of deadly poisons. Potions of enhanceability.
I say we keep those. I got an idea for those.
I say we sell those too. They're garbage. 5th edition.
No, I say we use them for some of our foreman workers while they're building that stuff.
I think giving them 6 minutes worth of ability enhance is going to be I don't understand what you think that's going to do.
You never know. It could be where the shot could be a pick me up that they need to get done pushing through, building something. That last little hurrah. I know you like to hide in the shadows and such, but men do stand their ground.
Hold on just a second. My cat pulled my audio out of the jack. Alright, you guys there?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. I don't give a shit about 6 minutes worth. I don't know how much you think that's going to cut off. Like, maybe it'll cut off 3 minutes. I don't care if they finish at 11:57 on day 120 or whether they finish at noon on day 120.
I think you're underestimating the usage of it.
I think you're overestimating the usage of it.
I think we should sell it.
Have you read it?
Yeah.
No, this isn't like 3.5. It doesn't enhance any of your ability scores, right, Jeff?
Let me reread that.
I really think you should.
I'm not just thinking game mechanics math wise though, man. You know me, I'm also thinking like story wise. Come up, the guys are lagging. There's one guy there that's kind of the leader of the group to get something pushed through and done. Kind of, building a repertoire with the guys that be working with. I wasn't just thinking math
Look here, the only
mechanics of
reason I'm
design.
not using free slave labor is because I think you guys would bitch, okay?
And you guys also need to figure out, what are you doing with Edmund? Are you going to be his advisors? Are you going to leave him with the church? Are you going to... That's something else you guys need to think about.
Jeff's an advisor for that kid. That would be awesome job for him.
And then
I'm still not 100% sure I'm not going to shoot him.
Pina, she is offering to do work for you guys.
She's been offering to be our castle's personal wizard. Goddamn.
Yes, that's exactly what she's doing.
See, she knows magic and she seems like she's smart. She's worth something.
Yeah, I like her too. She gave us a shit ton of healing potions. You remember that shit? It was like 10 copper pieces for like 30 healing potions.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, dude. And me and her were like side by side, like shooting shit. Me and her did combat together. We bonded. Me and her were cool.
I mean, hell yeah, she can have that one of the towers all to herself if she really wants it.
Yeah, she can have the one that we were gonna give what's his name on the pterodactyl. I mean, he's a kobold. He doesn't really count as a person anyway.
He's just gonna stay in the dungeon. Or go wander the forest.
Yeah, raising his little dinosaurs and weird lizard things.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time that I've cut the kobold party member out of treasure.
Alright.
Hey, DM, I have a question.
Yo.
Those items that I got, do you know if there's a quick link magic item usage that has all that stuff pre-put in? Or would I have to code all that myself?
It should well, the armor of Saint Gaiad is just a +1 magical armor, right?
Well, apparently it has the ability to summon the blue dragon phalanx to aid them in battle for an hour. But I don't know if it is.
That's not going to be coded in. You're just going to have to write that down somewhere to remember that.
I don't even know what the blue dragon phalanx is.
So we're now Knights of Bedegar, right?
Yep. Bediger.
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'm one of them knights then.
Is there one for that crystal?
It would be those spells. You'd have to go find the Scion equivalent spell.
Or would that be under what module? Would that I was looking up spells.
Probably be under the Scion module that I got. You might be able to find it there.
What's its full name? Just
Scion.
what's it look like? Is it like a fucking
I think it's all the way at the bottom. If it helps, they're in alphabetical order. The Scion class.
You can also like search too
Yep.
for Scion.
Yeah, if you just go to
there it is. The Scion class?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck.
Let's see
They
if I
don't
can
teach you
open
guys
it.
shit in the army.
I don't do online shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm an MP, bitch.
He
The
really doesn't know
military don't
anything.
have computers yet.
He's just got to look at IDs and half
Arrest
salute
people.
or salute.
Right.
Or
He's
freaking
like,
just arrest all the drunk people.
they just got over learning smoke signals. Come on now.
God damn it.
This newfangled technology don't reach that far.
All right, so if it's
my
not going to
batteries
do
are
anything
dead.
story wise and it doesn't anything mechanically wise, then I guess sell the potions.
Finally read through them and realized that like ability enhancements in 5 edition is shit.
I'm going to run upstairs real quick. You guys got a few minutes to talk. When I come back, you guys are going to be in the tavern.
Right,
Yeah,
but
Cyrus.
I'm reading it here.
I'm just salty about the
You know,
ability
you-
enhancement because when I got that spell, I was like, all right, they put all like the ability enhancements in one spell. Now I can choose what thing to boost. And then I read it and I was like, this is garbage.
Yeah, it says like I'm looking at the bull strength. Advantage on strength checks, carrying capacity doubles for 1 hour. I was thinking, if all 6 of them were that, all these guys are doing the heavy lifting, things like that. Just a small storyline kind of deal, come through. That's what I was considering. But if it's viable just to sell them and get the gold, then let's do that.
I say that because in all realisticness, if even without storyline, do you think that dude would rather have a potion so he can lift shit for an hour or an extra 200 gold? Or use that extra 200 gold to hire like 1 or 2 more workers to like, take that off his back for a day. Give that man a vacation. Maybe put a little something in his 401k. When you're out there
You ain't
busting
putting
it,
shit in nobody's 401k. You skimming that right back in your pocket.
they ain't getting no retirement plan. They're lucky if I don't just fucking run them off. You better be like
Nah,
the
man, we
face of the
can't
group
do
because I
that.
don't
We
give a shit.
cannot run them off.
You're my carer.
No, I'm
That's what
thinking
you're
that
around for.
the forest area. Yeah, and you are true. It is true.
You care, so I don't have to. I done already almost shot this little kid in the back. Like, you shut up. If you get me killed, I will. You're going down first, buddy.
Josh, you there?
Nah, he went upstairs to do a thing.
That's right. All right, so we at least got to get some information on where to get these workers from.
So Scion class did not have those spells.
What spells?
Amplify, Flay, Forget, or Sympathy.
Where are you looking at that from? What was it? What's it called?
The Scion class is what he said it should put under.
No. You're looking at like some item or something, right?
Yeah, it's underneath the crystallized sapphire dragon heart. Can I do this? Yes, I can.
You have to open for that.
I have to what?
What source book was that in?
He said that was the strongholds and followers.
Another book you guys want, if you want to look at it, I'll put it in the.
That's fine. I just needed to know what it was so I could open the book in my data modules.
Followers is one, and then Castle Rend.
I wasn't sure which one it was in, so I opened both of them.
Oh, I'm stupid.
We're gonna say that out loud, but
Yeah, we were kind of
He
fond
said-
of you.
Just a little.
I got the spells now. I just gotta find a way to track the charges. It has 12 charges and recharges 1d6 each turn and has a DC save of 14.
so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make. It's got a save.
It's this crystal has 12 charges, recharges 1d6 each turn, and has a save DC of 14. I don't know what that save DC is. Is that just for the psionic abilities?
That's for its abilities, yeah. So when you use those spells, change the DC. That's a self.
It's called Crystal Dragon Head.
All right, that one's fixed.
It is called. Hold on. Crystallized Sapphire Dragonheart. Alright, come on, girlfriend. Have some charge for daddy. Yeah, I love you. My baby. Make me smoke that nasty herb.
Alright, I got Stronghold and Followers, Siege of Castle Rend, and Stronghold and Followers open. I still can't bring it up.
I don't know why.
Well, I got the spells now. I'll just have to. I think I'll just have to track the whenever I use the charges myself.
Well, a way to do that is.
I just put it. You know where you can usually type like backpack and shit. I just put 12 out of 12 next to the item.
We can also do.
Okay, I was finally able to find it.
This will be the only magical items. We can use this 12 times. Once.
Well, it's 12, and then it regains 1d6 per turn. And then I'm assuming if you don't use it for a while, you just regain all the charges. And as long as you don't use all the charges, the crystal won't go inert.
Right. So when you use it, just mark the charge there.
Yeah. Thank you. That is very useful. So why do some of the check marks gray out?
Cause
Oh, does it automatically?
Mm-hmm.
So if I had clicked the effect, will it automatically take the required amount?
Mm-hmm. Should.
Oh, I'm not in the combat sheet. That's why I can't target
Okay.
myself.
No, you'll have to do like sympathy. It costs 2. You'd have to click it twice.
Okay, too easy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Because you can spend more to do more damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, we'll do it that way.
So for example, I could do a 5d6 flay, but I wouldn't be able to use it until I recharge some. Damn, that's a pretty brutal magic item. No wonder it's wondrous.
So if you ever use all the charges, it immediately turns into an inert piece of nothing.
Yeah, if I don't let it recharge. So for example, if I used all 12 at once, then it would go inert.
My headset finally died.
Need to have a funeral.
What's that?
Died on Memorial Day. How sad.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the highest level spell you can make somebody forget is a 6th level spell.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you keep it long enough and you find the right person, they can add more charges to it. Or you can do it.
I could try. I'm a cleric. I'm religiously savvy. I could ask our now resident mage if she would have any ideas about how to add charges to this.
I think you'd be kind of hard if it's a psionic item, you'd be hard pressed without having a scion do it.
Where's the local mind flayer colony?
Well, scions aren't uncommon. I actually,
And then log out.
in this land, there was a tribe of Knoll scions. There was. And then I guess there was a rumor that one of those scions killed every other member of the tribe because he just thought they were weaker than him. He's still running
Why would
around.
he do that?
I don't know why he would do something like that.
Hopefully not for the same reasons that yours did that, because then that would also mean that there's a marauding band of highly organized Knoll warriors under a Knoll warlord that has thousands of Knolls under him, which would mean an immense army is nearby.
We didn't say it was nearby.
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Well, I think I want my next purchase, if at all, would be probably be like a +1 Warhammer for me. Because I need a magic weapon so I can do magic damage.
You have all the books open to you.
All right, so we're at the local tavern, right?
Yep, you guys are at the Relentless. Wasn't it the Relentless Pig or Reluctant Pig? Yep.
So I can just make my bow magical and take the money away?
There's a masterwork armor and weaponsmith here in town that can do up to +1.
Well, I already have the Warhammer. How much would it cost just for that?
Do you have the forge? Is that in
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon Master's Guide? All right.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you guys use that?
I'm about to find out.
Which module are you looking at? You said the
You
Dungeons
wanna
Master.
Load, yeah, you want to load the DMG and then open the items tab.
DMG.
Dungeon Master's Guide.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for it. Is it just the? Is that just the? Is that the full?
Oh, by the way, in case anybody is wondering, the DMG for 5th edition is on sale on Smiteworks right now.
What's
Ask
the
him.
full title? Like, if I wanted to search by name.
Dungeon Master's Guide.
D&D Dungeon Master's Guide.
It's gonna be the Dungeon Master's Guide, but
Actually, it's not title as that. It's D&D
it?
Dungeon Master's
nice.
Guide.
I have the Dungeon Master's Handbook open to me. Is that not the right thing?
You should have all of them. I have all the books open.
The Wizards of the Coast D&D Dungeon Master's Guide.
Mm-hmm.
Should say D&D Dungeon Master's Guide. Next to it should say D&D Dungeon Master's Guide Maps. And then after that one, it should say D&D Dungeon Master's Guide Players.
I see where you,
You
see Wizards of the
probably
Coast.
want the regular one.
Yeah, you want the regular
That's-
one, not the player's guide. But the author is what you're seeing. That bigger word, that's the author. And then the title of the book is right above it. I'm sure you know that. But if somebody's watching and they don't know that, now you do know that.
Oh, Warhammer +1's only 100 to 500 gold pieces.
And it's fun
That's
to
not that
learn
bad.
because knowledge is power.
Holy shit.
Power we gain victory.
So there's a enchanted Warhammer that might not be +1, but it makes the magic weapon and it gives me a pretty bulky bonus that I kind of want to do.
Hold on.
The Warhammer of Warning. This magic weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when the combat begins. And it's
I actually
only
was looking at that too.
it's
I had
only
that
100 to 500 gold pieces. If I could buy that, that's nice. Would he be able to create that if I asked the forger?
Oh, you're not going to get that made there.
Okay. Then I would just buy the Warhammer +1 then.
Okay.
How much would that be? GM?
I'm looking. Oh, there it is. Warhammer. Oh, it's up here.
101 to 500.
Oh, let's say 250 across the board.
Too easy.
Said you guys get the the local special.
That's awesome. How much to make my longbow +1?
$250.
I understand that's how much to buy a brand
Oh,
new
that's how
longbow
much to buy
+1.
one. Okay, $150.
I would like. I'll take it.
Oh, damn it! That would have been the perfect opportunity to use my bartering book.
I'm not a good barter. I don't have high charisma. I would have let the rogue deal with that.
But while you guys are in the tavern, you get approached by a small little halfling named Willoughby Twobuckle. Here. I'll let you guys want to read that?
Oi. Oh, hey. Good job with that orc lady, by the way. Who's this? Looks like the Baron's youngest son. Wow, hey, you forks are screwed. You know that, right?
Oh, DM, can you identify that refined warhammer for me? It didn't automatically do it.
Yep.
Same here.
Cramp. That sounded like a cramp.
No, I pinched my hand. Oh, Warhammer. Oh, refined Warhammer, dumb dick.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't identify it when I
Yeah,
pulled
if you
it
can
over.
do the same thing for me too. It's refined longbow and it's on my baldric.
I don't even see.
I put the refined warhammer in the party sheet so you could do it, but
Oh, okay. That's why I don't see it in your inventory.
Mine is in my inventory.
Alright. Fine longbow. There you are, sir. Alright, so yeah, this halfling just came up to you guys. You know, he looked at the little boy and identified him, knew right who he was right away, and looks at you guys and was like, "You guys are screwed." I really hope you guys know that. You guys are royally fucked.
I'm going to believe that you believe that because of the one who is currently sitting in the young baron's throne.
Uh, maybe. Maybe. But,
You're the one.
you guys remember that pig stain Peloton? The guy that came in here and caused that big old ruckus?
Yeah, dickhead over there in the corner wouldn't let me kill him. Like, no, we're not allowed to go around with murdering people in their sleep. Fuck, I knew I forgot to do something. Fuck.
So
It'll
yeah.
be fine. It will be fine. We shall meet him on the field of battle.
You guys got about a week before he shows up at your new castle as he does his little air quote sounds or whatever you guys want to call it. And his army isn't big, but Saxton, he's the one with the army you really want to worry about. He's got nasty, nasty friends. You guys know what a knoll is, don't you? Well,
yeah.
you'll see if you don't. Don't worry. You guys will see. Anyway, word's out there about you folks in the castle in the forest. I know it's only been a few hours, but I don't know if you noticed or not, but living around these mountains, this is a small little area. Word gets around fast. Um, Saxton's not really popular, so I know a couple of people that are looking to maybe possibly get the old Baron back in position. If you know what I'm saying, get the young lad.
Some houses that are still loyal to the original
Yes,
baron's family.
yes. Um, You know, you're probably gonna have to kill Peloton, but you know, he might have that coming for him, or you guys might have that coming for you. And just know that he can get into your castle. We're not exactly sure how, but we know he got it from Saxton, and we think Saxton got it directly from Mortem, Ajax Wizard. Fun times, right?
I'm just looking
Using
over at Iro with this just "I told you so" look on my face, and I'm waiting for my apology.
I looked through him like always. And said, you are quite informed yourself. How do you come by all this great knowledge?
You're looking at Willoughby and saying that?
Yeah, as I look past, don't see me. I go,
He
no, no, I don't see you.
No, see me leans over in his chair to be directly in his line of sight. I'm waiting.
Willoughby kind of looks at you and he ducks real low and he goes, "I'm an agent of the clock." And don't freak out, but we've been spying on you guys ever since you set foot into town. Um, you're new. Don't local thieves guild.
Gotcha.
It's cool, I get it. I'm elvish. We
They've
spy on you people from birth.
they've got operations all across Troken. They're everywhere. It's a big. You guys would definitely know. You okay? Yeah, you would have known when he said he's an agent of the clock.
Yeah, that he's like a harper, I guess, right?
Yeah. Well, the clock
Well, you said
Um,
is
Thieves
the.
Guild. So Harpers are good.
Well, yeah, but I mean the thieves guild. Just because they're a thieves guild, I don't mean they're bad. I mean Aladdin was
No,
part
but
of
it
the thieves
can
guild. He was a good guy.
definitely means they're way more neutral, though.
Oh yeah.
Harpers were goody goodies.
Oh
They
yeah.
were chaotic good.
Well, do you guys want to invest some money into me getting some wards around our castle that'll explode if anyone I don't say can enter detonate?
Anyone want to invest in me going back in time and slitting that guy's throat in the middle of the night 2 nights
Hey,
ago?
I'd like to say I was for that plan.
no, you weren't.
Yes,
You're
I
more
was.
than I am. You're lawful neutral, same as me.
I'm lawful
Uh,
neutral, but if you can get away with it, he was in the middle of the woods.
I told him what he does when I'm asleep is what he does.
Oh no, you bitched up a storm and was like, no, 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 don't go do that. And then you even bitched when I even told the other elf. I'm like, you know what? And that gives us 4 hours to go slit that guy's throat. And you were like, hey, no, see me. You even gave the mom voice.
All right, fine. I'm sorry. I'll let you kill the next.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
I just want you to know before I post this, I'm actually gonna find that scene in the old one and play it. Kind of like
That's
in the
great.
background, like a little flashback.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, then, our little short friend, now that we've worked this out, what do you and your compadres have? Why are they you interested in?
We just want to give you guys a warning, let you know what's coming for you. Remember, Peloton's not a fan in these parts. So if you travel
Ah,
around, you might gather some
So what are you
allies.
gonna? So what are you gonna give us for killing him? Because it's obviously you want us to kill him. It's all
Oh,
right. I want to kill him too. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I can't make those deals with you. I just know that if you don't kill him, he will kill you. If you do kill him, maybe if you find my employer, he might have compensation for you. Me, I wasn't given that information. I do
So just curious, why does
apologize.
he want to kill us?
Oh, you guys just totally stole his thunder. He was supposed to go in, save the Baron, come out a hero, and him and Lord Saxton were gonna rule pretty much all of Troken on their own. They were gonna take over
So
all
who's
of
Lord?
Troken.
Awesome. Who's Lord Saxon?
He
Tell me
is
more about him.
Lord Saxon is the current king of this region.
So why don't
He
I just go to him and take what's his name's job? It's obviously we're better than him.
Oh, he's not liked
Like-
either. He's a tyrant. He's a tyrant king. Nobody
that-
likes him.
Well, that and he's sitting on the throne, and we got the little prince boy here to put back on that throne.
Oh, he said he was a baron, and now we're talking about a king. So this kid's a prince. He's a king. He's supposed to be a king.
I think we've been using the wrong terminology, right? Rank, I guess, because
Yeah.
Baron is like the king. I thought.
Okay, either way, let's get this straight. Saxon is holding the job this little kid should be holding.
Yes, because when his
Correct.
dad was killed, he was appointed. Because they
Okay, there
thought
we
the kid was
go.
dead
Now
too.
Okay.
Nobody
So
knew
we need to
he
go
was
murder
alive.
Saxon.
Mm-hmm. Well, eventually. Or
But first, we got to deal with this crony general. I say we go talk to the retainers around here, other landholders and whatnot, and rally the troops. See how many bannermen we can get.
Oh, realism DM. I gotta know. Would you have really let me sneak into his camp in the middle of the night and slit his throat?
yeah. But it wasn't in the story.
Oh, it irritates me even more now.
He would have gotten away no matter what.
Protected by plots. Dun dun dun.
The best armor in the world. I hate. How much is that? Can the local blacksmiths sell me some good plot armor?
Mm.
I heard that's the best armor in the world.
I've heard it costs one BJ and then one RJ, but
And a random ZJ.
yeah. Yeah, one of those too.
Let
Sometimes
me
a
think
reach
about it.
around doesn't hurt.
Well, I mean, that's just being polite.
Okay. But this says you guys have a week. But Peloton isn't dumb. He didn't expect you guys to make it through there. So he's overestimating you right now and he's going back to the king and they're kind of doing the same thing you guys are doing. So you don't know when.
The king? What's the king have against us getting knighted?
Because we support the Baron, and the Baron wants the king wants the Baron dead.
Oh, I see. So it's a corrupt king we're talking about right now.
Oh yes, very much so. He is very much corrupt.
Too easy.
We could always surprise him and just take off right now and start heading towards his army, and before he ever gets set up for any kind of ambush again, kill him in his sleep.
I'd be down for that. I could set up a shit ton of glyphs on their marching path, and every few miles, a 20-foot sphere of explosion, 5d8 damage will just go off and wreck their day.
That sounds fun too. I could play Minuteman and just wreck shit on some people.
One more level and I would have had Dawn, which would have been so great for an army battle.
One more level and I'll have Sharpshooter, and then I'll be doing 30 points of damage per arrow instead of 20.
So my question though is, all right. So you want to go out and try to snipe the leadership out. That's still your plan. What about rallying the bannermen? And what does the little young lord say?
He's gonna support you every way he can. You guys are his council. You guys are right now his adopted parents. So
right. Well, that's what I'm asking him. His uncles, aunts, family members or other bannermen he remembers that supported his dad's regime. That might still be out there.
he's not quite old enough to have paid attention to that yet.
Could we ask the thief who just told us if he knows anyone who'd be willing to support us?
He told you.
He did? Sorry.
The Bannerman. So the one thing the Baron can give to us, as I look at him, is a list of your father's closest allies.
That he can do, and he can give you his seal, so that way you guys travel with proof on who you are and what you're saying.
Oh, he's coming with us.
No, he's got to stay here.
You just said we're his parents. As
He's
a parent,
gonna
I wouldn't leave my kid home alone that long.
I don't want to leave. I don't want to take the kid. I'm not watching the kid. You're just going to be running up and down the tree line. I'll be stuck watching the kid.
Oh, now that I know I'm responsible for him, I'm turning him into a first level rogue. Does this kid actually have a stats?
He was a fighter, little bastard, though, too.
Well, we need to I gotta take a bio break. Go ahead and share that with me. I want to see what he's got. Nope, he's really 10s across the board. Can I roll up a human and give them the age penalties for being a child? Well, age modifiers.
Do they have that in 5th edition? I haven't checked. I haven't looked for it.
Nope, I was going to steal the ones from 3.5. I don't know, we should talk to the rest of the group.
Yeah. True, but at the same time, that is a full party decision. And I still think we're going to need...
David will have no opinion, and Joe will have too much of an opinion.
You're not wrong, I guess.
Alright, well, this decision maker has to go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom. I'm pushing towards getting the retainers together, getting at least some type of fighting force together besides just us 5.
Is our kobold a ranger or a warlock?
Ranger.
God damn it. I really wish we had right now. So something I really wish. So the warlock spell that lets you summon a shit ton of creatures, like demonic creatures that you can't control, right? I can't remember. It's like summon lesser demons, I think is what it's called. I wish I could store that in a glyph and just leave them, and then their army would just get swarmed by demons as they tried to march towards our castle.
A holy good priest setting a trap filled with demons.
To be fair, I'm lawful neutral, and this is a warlord who's attacking us. I'd be willing to do it. He's against us all the. I'm lawful neutral, but my god is a neutral god. He doesn't really have a good or bad. Grumbar is literally just the god of the earth, like the mountain and metals. He's not.
Remember,
He's
though,
not
your
really a
actions
side.
will dictate that in the end. Your actions, how you roleplay, will also dictate if you end up becoming lawful evil. Just because you wrote lawful neutral on your sheet,
True.
don't mean that shit won't.
But I'm saying in the fact that we're fighting an army. I wouldn't be against releasing General Chaos into an enemy that's attacking us. Hell yeah.
It's happened before.
But I'm just saying,
Mostly
that'd be a super effective spell, just to unleash constantly on a marching army, just being swarmed by demons.
Hey,
Hell.
while you're talking about that, why don't you pull up the stats and the rules on that glyph and see if that is honestly something that we can use? Because if it's
the glyph can either do a 5d8. Here, I'll read it off to you. It's not in my prepared spells right now. It's in one of my non-prepared slots. So I have to. All right, let me read it to you. Glyph of. So the two options are explosive runes, which is 5d8 on a 20-foot spear, 20-foot radius sphere, 5d8 of either acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. On a failed saving throw, they take. Or spell glyph, which is you can store a prepared spell of third level or lower. The spell must target a single creature or an area. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the damage of an explosive increased by 1d8, or in a spell slot, or plus 1 spell slot for each level above what you cast. So right now, I'd only be able to do 3rd level spells, but I think summon less.
What's the duration and the distance?
The glyph? The glyph lasts forever. Duration until dispelled or triggered. It lasts forever. That's like the wizard tower shit. Like when people put glyphs on like their boxes and you have to magically check them to see if they'll send a fireball at you. Glyphs of warding are like permanent unless you dispel them with magic or they get triggered. And you can set them up so you can give them a password if only people know about them. You can say, hey, it only blows up on undead creatures, people who are hostile to you, on Drow, undead, demon, devils. Physical characteristics, certain circumstances such as height or weight, alignment. It's a spell that you can't use in a fight because it's a one-time cast. It's an hour casting time, but for roleplay purposes, if like ambush. If you know where someone's gonna be, or if they're about to attack your castle, and you ward the living shit out of your fucking castle.
And if it's until dispelled or triggered, then definitely badass spell, expensive.
And then the spell that I wanted to release was Summon Lesser Demons, which is a 3rd level conjuration, which is roll a d6, and 1 to 2, you summon 2 demons of a challenge rating 1 or lower. 3 to 4, it's 4 demons of challenge rating 1/2 or lower. And then a 5 to 6 is 8 demons of a challenge rating 1 to 4 or lower, or 1/4 or lower. And it would summon like 8/4/2 demons of that challenge rating just on their army that's hostile to everything around them.
Right, but do they have another version of that spell that's not you summoning demons? Do they have
Well,
one that's like elementals or things that other?
there might be. It's just a summoning thing. Let me see. Element. Conjure elemental. That's a 5th level conjuration, and that's a single
Yeah.
stir. Let's see. What's conjure minor? It's a level 4. But conjure minor elements is what you're thinking of.
Jason,
Yeah.
you back yet?
Conjure minor elementals requires a level 4, which I'll get next level. I level up. If I level up, I would be able to. I would need a wizard though who'd know the spell. Like that's the thing. I'd need to find the wizard who knew the spell, which is why I was saying I wish we had a warlock or a wizard. The druid might be able to learn conjure minor elementals. Let's see what can learn this. Yep, a druid could learn
Josh, are you
this.
trying to talk? I see you lighting up, but I'm not hearing. Oh, Echo and Drew.
But no, the if the druid learned conjure minor elementals, then I could unleash elementals that are friendly to us but hostile to them.
Cool deal.
But she would need to learn that. That's a 4th level spell. I don't know if she knows 4th level spells yet.
So what we doing?
To be honest, I think the best bet, at least for now, that's my what I was saying with the ward was circumstantial, like we need to know the spells, but I can just do explosive wards, the 5d8 fire, lightning, thunder, or cold damage. I could use that to reinforce our castle if we want that to be our fighting ground, or we could harry a marching army with it if I went ahead of them and I could just place them throughout.
So yeah, you want to take the fight to him right away with just us, or do you want to try to pull a small contingent of people with us?
Well, I mean,
You want to try?
I feel like we have time since they're probably preparing just like we could probably get our castle and bannermen ready at the same time, but I don't think we need all of us to do that. Like I feel like the kid, his seal, us having the seal and being the current guardians of the castle, approaching the bannermen and asking for their aid wouldn't take that much time. Like it wouldn't take all our time. Like I feel like we could still act
The boy
against
needs
the
to go
army.
before the bannerman and ask for the aid.
Too easy.
So then, do we ride out and signal all these bannermen and have them come back to here? Maybe have them draw their men here so they can swear fealty to this Baron.
No, we should take him to them so they have to swear fealty in their own holds in front of their own people. I don't want them hearing stories about how they had to, they did it far away.
Right.
Nah.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
This
Now,
kid
my
is
next
going to
question
ride
is, though,
directly out to them and do it.
all right, so I looked at the little clockwork person, and that's from her intel, how long does she think it'll be before Sir Peloton's army moves against?
Joe showed up.
I
I
I
didn't
see
want
his
to interrupt.
green. You're there. You just were at the bar getting a drink. Someone want to give Joe a quick rundown?
got it. All right, Joe. So after we finished clearing out the dungeon, we went back and grabbed the young lord. We brought him back into town. As soon as we got into town, he knighted us, giving us the keep, letting us know that his father, the parent that's passed, his throne has been usurped and wants us to help him recapture his throne. So now that we've done that, we've been approached by another organization who's giving us information saying that some armies are gathering and going to be moving against us. We're going to try to find out how big they are, when they are moving against us, and if we can build an army of our.
Okay, is my character just kind of hanging out in the background then?
Yes, sir.
I have to go run and check in the house real quick and check on the kids, and I'll be right back.
Wait, before the one shit dick that I tried to stick in the middle of the night comes and marches on us, it's gonna be that long? I thought we had like a week. Now it's
It, it would take maybe a month, depending on how big this train is. For them to organize. Month, maybe two. Yeah. Maybe 3 months at max, depending on what time of the year it is, and what the weather. I'm okay with doing a time skip for a year.
I mean, within that year, we could totally unleash a sneak attack on Peloton and the other guys.
then we.
That makes
That
sense.
sounds good to me.
Hey, which character would you guys rather I brought along right now? I've got Ridley, who's the Kobold Ranger. I got Charles de Batz de Castlemore D'Artagnan, who is a fighter gunslinger. And I got Sergeant Shunk, that's just half orc warrior or fighter.
I'd like the
Will somebody
gunslinger.
tell Joe that we're not? Will somebody tell Joe that this is not an Adventure League game?
Yeah. You're not going to be swiping in characters left and right. I don't know any of them other characters, so I wouldn't talk or drink with any of them other characters. The kobold I fought with.
Okay, that's fine. Because we said we were doing a time skip, and I figured at that point I could take any of these guys in.
No.
Yeah, but like right now, no. I wouldn't know who any of those other people are.
Couldn't have a warlock.
So yeah, because I think I'm definitely going to build Selena Frozen Star again.
So now we're all building extra characters?
Oh, I would just build, man. Who knows?
I just built some extra characters too because I was just trying to learn how to play 5th edition, dude.
No, I'm just thinking that my character is 40 years old and that he is going to die fairly, soon, and all the other characters are long-lived characters. So maybe I'll play one of his So I guess Iroh's on the hunt for an elvish wife.
I'm gonna teach the new king, the Baron here, how to be a bard. Yup. He needs the languages. He needs the knowledges. In fact, he's gonna be a lore bard. High
Then
diplomacy.
I'm still teaching him the sword and battle tactics and how to control armies.
That's fine. He'll be able to give big inspirational boosts. But
What?
Engineer Red. Engineer Red.
I was gonna say I'm partial to blue, but I'm fine with red.
I was gonna say blue because when you look up at the blue sky, it looks more camouflaged.
What does the tower thing do? Is it just like for decoration if you want it to be red, green, or blue? And whose tower is this? Like the mages or?
It's just good for
I kind of like blue. Red's such an overstated color.
Blasphemer.
I'd also like to state that I'm literally wearing all red clothes right now. My pajamas are literally red basketball shorts and a red basketball t-shirt.
Why don't we paint it black and it's the black tower?
Because that is even more overdone.
I was
This
being
is
silly.
Totally. Yeah, I do agree with that. No overdone colors. I haven't seen a blue tower. Let's do blue.
Blue. No, but I'll go with
Blue and it's bigger on the inside.
I'll go with that.
definitely going with that.
Get our local mage to be like, hey, expand these rooms for us.
Who's that again?
The chick that fought with me.
So the mage we saved, the one that got
You
abducted.
weren't there. The one that we left with the prince while we went underground.
Oh, okay, that person.
All right, so out of character, I'm just asking this as a player here. Is animate dead skeleton specifically considered holy?
I don't know
But
how it's.
And yeah, I don't know how it's not either. At least that particular spell, because it's desecration of the dead. There are some necromancy spells that aren't overtly evil, but usually resurrecting the dead as zombies or animated skeletons is pretty overtly dead in every campaign setting I've ever played in.
Like, even if it is okay in this realm, like, my character would not be cool with that. I can't think of very many people who would be cool with that.
Well, I was inspired by when we was playing that one campaign where those skeletons, all they were programmed to do was clean, handle stuff, move stuff, and I was like, that's an interesting concept. That's why I was talking out of player, not my
Or
character.
you could just create golems to be even
That's
awesomer.
an expensive, really long, drawn-out process. An animate skeleton, it's not. Dipping its remains in copper or bronze or metal to make it stronger.
But you're taking a person and forcing them to be your servant. There's
It's not.
something
It's
terribly bad about that.
Orcs.
It's not.
I was-
It's not the soul that you're forcing to be a servant. When you animate dead, it's your magic that takes control of the
You're
dead body.
desecrating my family's
I will
bodies.
totally say that, like, my ranger as an elf and as a ranger would find that wholly unnatural and evil.
It was worth a shot. I was trying to get a cheap workforce, but fine. All right.
How would your ranger feel about?
The only
How does-
time it's okay to be a necromancer is if we're playing an evil campaign. Really.
Eh,
Although figure that somehow I'm actually fairly okay with slave labor, but not necromancy.
how did you feel about the cleric saying we could unleash an army of demons on?
Did you summon them and control them? Well, who's the demon? Who offered to do that?
No, I was saying technically that was out of character because I don't think I would know what a warlock's able to cast. But I was saying like it'd be cool with the ward spell to be able to summon a army of minor lesser demons on them as they were marching.
Why not just summon an army of elementals or celestials instead? Why they gotta be demons?
Because our druid has to be a certain level, and she has to have taken that spell.
I'm just saying, like, isn't that sort of
I
just
do-
an edgelord going the demon route, anyways?
I just played a warlock campaign. Okay, I'm still on that process.
I'm just saying, yeah, I do agree that it is the same amount of power to summon a bunch of celestials as it is a bunch of demons.
The
So-
elementals though are friendly versus the demons who just attack everything in sight.
So yeah, I would definitely prefer elementals.
Okay, so the skeletons are off the table as a workforce. So we've got, what do you say, 2 months?
How are you with slavery?
I'm anti-slavery. I've played too many characters, and I'd like to use that story hook. No, I don't want another man owning another man or woman.
Yeah, but you've always been the slave. Think about it. This time you could be the slave owner.
Goddamn.
I am so glad that this is not a streamed game.
It's a YouTube video.
We're streaming right now.
This is online.
This is a great conversation.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
do you really want Triple J Gaming to be known for making slave owning characters?
I'm just saying, slavery gets shit done.
Damn, I didn't realize Castle Rend was so separated from everything.
Oh, this is great.
Castle Rend's
is
got
great.
some natural defenses. Goddamn.
And Oberoi.
Yeah.
So that's the main bad.
So is Oberesi a neutral town or neutral city, or is that like the city that Pelton is from?
There you go.
God damn it. I'm not proficient in this.
I don't know shit.
Roll high. Okay, not bad. What's Lava Combi and Raven Gulch? I'm just confused because they're two different, like, it's two different looking cities. Can I ask and get a history check on them if I'm good enough? Or I just want to know as much about this world as I can. It looks really interesting. Oh, never mind. I don't know shit.
I'm gonna ask about Drystead and see what I ever.
This looks so cool, and I want to know more about it.
Okay, what's our castle again? Which one? Castle Rend?
Castle Rend, yeah. I like how we have like a haunted forest in the bottom left of us.
Mm-hmm.
That's one.
That's where all my dinosaurs are gonna be kept. The haunted dinosaur woods.
No, I kind of like it.
If that's, I'll say I'm probably from there. If that's the nearest dwarf settlement. I mean, looking at this map, I don't think they'd march through the desert. That seems like a poor decision.
So where the heck do we go to find his bannermen?
Yeah, where is? Are they like around the area of Castle Rend?
You see these hills around us and up above, and maybe with those three towns that are there.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like one of these bannermen from Lava Cone, Raven Gulch, Mossy Swells?
Oh, that's pretty badass.
Are they like Wookiee orcs?
I guess it's
Maybe there's
So,
this character called Sergeant Shunk that might be from there.
so where do we? Did he gave us a specific list of where his bannermen were, right? Or of who is loyal to his? So where are they? Like, where do we need to go? I also want to say, Castle Rend sounds really cool. Do you guys want to change the name of the castle?
Josh, are you checking your Discord? No, I sent you something.
Would you guys want to rename our castle like to something cool, or would that be a discussion for later?
I agree we change it, but I'll talk about it later.
I'm gonna go.
You can't change his name.
Duke Ravencroft.
Don't do that to me.
I'm just hoping we don't have to march all the way to like Mail Nest or something. Why? Ah. And
Is he married? Does he have children? I know where I'm getting my slave labor from.
Is it kobold slave labor?
You guys.
So when we go over there, we don't want to necessarily say where we're from right away. We want to feel it out and see what they think of.
Would you say the fastest path to Raven Gulch would be through Drystead down this path? That's.
I think it's fastest if I fly.
I can't fly.
Why can't you fly?
You can't fly either.
Oh, great. Can you reshare the map, by the way? I accidentally closed it. It won't let me. No. There it is. What if we went around this trail that seems to lead along the back end of the mountain? The one that kind of cuts through the mountain goes towards Laviscombe? Whatever the haunted forests, yeah.
Don't be scared.
Because I feel like going to Oberus is the slowest way. That's a long ass distance. If we went to there first and then all the way to Raven Gulch.
Is there anything in this area that's large enough to carry medium-sized creatures that's native to this region that I might convince to temporarily aid us in a journey?
This man wants to tame a large flying creature.
Something like giant eagles or something.
If we had a wizard, we could polymorph, but we don't. We have a druid though. Who knows what she can do? Yeah, that's why I understand. That's now that I see the map and how large we're dealing with now, I can sort of understand.
So my question though is that will this army have to come up through the desert to get to us, or is it going to march through Arborist's lands?
What was that something about the guy knows some way to get into our castle? Did they find a teleportation circle in our circle? I don't think there was a teleportation circle. So we scoured that place top to bottom. We didn't. I don't think we found the teleportation circle.
Not that I remember you telling us about, or the
Yeah.
wizard we were with finding out about.
If it wasn't that, the only thing I could think of was he had like some trained beast that could like dig under the earth or something.
Well, there was that one secret door to get in.
No, I know. But I was saying like holy shit, this is an information dump.
Spell that again. Good deal. Good deal.
You know, when I'm looking at the map, Graceford doesn't look that far from Dryston. Does Gravestir like sit on like a portion of the desert? Like ah.
Well, we're still going to need to start setting up some sort of continuing travel movement. We're going to have to be running business out of somewhere.
Jason, what do you think? You think we should maybe hit up the dwarves first on our way down? Or do you think we should cut through the strange woods and go visit the orcs first?
No, Simi's over in the corridor teaching the young baron prestidigitation, not paying attention to anything you all say. You lost him a while ago.
Great.
We could go see the dwarves and then go see the orcs.
Why would we need to see the dwarves? Exactly.
Why would we not try and ingratiate ourselves with everyone in the area that we can.
I mean, we could try, but we'd be digging around for something we don't know if we'd find.
No, you're missing my point of wanting to why I want to go talk to the dwarves. Who do you think we're going to hire for the masons and to do the stonework and everything else? If you look around us,
I
it's
see what
Castle
you're
Rend
asking
and
now. Okay.
Gravesfield. All right, so also think D&D, but also think like an RTS game, guys. We got to also start looking at assets in the mountains. We got to have not only.
I will say though, the DM did warn us about going to the
I
dry stead.
100% agree with you in that statement.
So all Bryce, they might have some people we can rent, not rent. You know what I mean?
Mercenaries,
Workers we can. No, well, mercenaries too, but I mean, I'm saying workers, things like that, for us to get.
You had me at renting people.
Everyone, or just a person? There's no way the dwarf would raise medium cavalry, but okay.
You don't know what them dwarves are. They could be out there riding sand lizards.
I would have been heavy infantry, probably.
Hey, at least we're getting a lot of the infantry. That means they don't know shit. Bunch of green actors. Bunch of green.
I'm surprised I got regular medium cavalry. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah.
Pretty much civil war is starting to rock this whole town, this whole area, because literally it is. Because we've got one person claiming to be king, another person claiming to be king. I'm sorry, baron in this area, and the two, yeah. So we just caused a civil war. Good.
But nobody liked the current king anyways.
Well, and like otherwise they were just gonna get away with like killing this kid off, weren't they?
And raping village of the lamb.
To be fair, they didn't really give us an
Well, it's a
opportunity
good thing
to
that
talk
we
to him.
killed them all, because now they
Well,
can't.
then why the
talk
hell
shit
did
about
they
us.
have the Baron that they supposedly were going to follow in a cage then?
We wouldn't have had that story angle. It would have been more of us on our own versus them instead of this story hook, I believe.
I guess I'm just saying, to me that doesn't make any sense. If we'd have talked to them, they'd have been like, okay, we'll go get people to fight for this kid that we just kidnapped and threw in a cage.
So just so we got this straight, like the darker castle off to the right is where the evil king is, correct?
East.
Yes. Obereyes. What's the deal with Obereyes again? What's in Malmest?
Malnest is where the guy that's we're supposed to be afraid of, who has like the gnolls, the assholes from, the one who apparently knows how to get into our keep.
And it's a bunch of gnolls down there.
It's that he says he has control of gnolls. I'm not smart.
Jason, save us. Roll good history.
Nope. You cursed him.
I just
Jason
kind of
did the
look up
teaching.
and go, "What?" No, we wiped them out of the Elven lands like years ago. Like years ago. That's probably why they're in your guys' lands. Come to think of it. Sorry about that. Our
So,
bad.
do we want to go to Drystead to ask the dwarves to fix our castles? What I was getting is our first task, and then from Drystead to Raven Gulch.
Nah, let's go ahead and hit up Lavacombe on the way.
So Drystead to Lavacombe, and then to Raven Gulch.
Well, no, that's what I'm asking is, do you guys just want to go to Lavacombe first? I guess at the same time, though, I guess DM, you did say the orcs are now, Wookiees is a good way to be represented by. Are they technologically advanced enough and can build enough that they can fix our castle?
They have a wooden city. I doubt it.
Things like that. Definitely.
I think that we want the craftsmen from Drystead to work on our castle, but I think the orcs are going to be able to help us with bodies uh, for laborers, as well as being able to help increase our numbers on the battlefield.
Now, I think
They
that's all
probably
fine
breed-
and good,
they
but
probably
do we
breed more
have
than
the
the-
money for that? I feel like something we might need to think about is how do we want our money gains? Do we get a
assets do
rent
we
from
have
the
at
castle?
right now? What kind of assets do we have that we can start using to make money with?
Nothing. We've got nothing.
We've got our talents as adventurers.
Yeah, so far we've got a castle wizard that can make potions and charms.
So we have someone who could make us some money for us selling that. Magic items aren't cheap. Ways.
We need a head chef.
I feel like Oberys would probably be a place where we might find an opportunity to gain more money. I feel like that they'd probably have opportunities like, adventuring wise or some ways to get money. The dwarves might have the same thing, though. They live in the desert.
The thing is,
they work in
we're
mountains.
gonna go and pretty much say, hey, we're fucking rebelling against the king. We're going to stop the bullshit, and this is what Castle Rend is for. It's basically the Rebel Alliance's stronghold.
Now I'm gonna say this. I don't know if the dwarves really care that much about. Are the dwarves really considered under the control of the king? Because I feel like they would be more like neutral. Like I don't think they'd really care about the goings on of the human kingdoms.
Well, everyone's sort of neutral right now because no one really wants to pick a side. We need to convince them to pick our side.
Right now, I don't care what side they pick. I just want them to start getting supplies and workers and building.
Do you need us
As
to
far as
roll
getting
this?
followers and stuff. Yeah, do you want to?
I don't even know what I'm rolling for.
I rolled a dwarf ambassador. That's what I've been hollering.
I rolled a mason.
Figures.
We got the dwarves.
Oh my
and
god!
elves online.
And we have an enchanter from Ridley. Oh my god!
Well, and we also got a dwarf ambassador.
Does that say a 7th level enchanter?
Yes, it does.
Holy shit! Are we just gonna say our enchanter is
Hold on, I'm
Tina?
gonna see if I can't drop it. Pull the little tabs and drop it right into my game notes. I got.
Can we make her a 7th level enchanter?
Yeah, can we make Pina our 7th level enchanter? I mean, we could take. Maybe she could learn.
Okay.
That means it's higher level than 7th. That's awesome.
You wanted magic items? You'll get some magic items. Hey man, who has those notes? Like, I would appreciate if you shared those. Like, if we had like a shared drive of notes, it'd be nice. Ooh. Is there a way to add to that, or no?
Yeah, I know that. Well, it for some weird reason it jumped right over it. If you guys can fix it, fix it. I can figure it out.
Is there an elf like city in this map? Like, where would the local population of elves even be from here? Or are they just everywhere?
Off the map to the west.
Okay.
We're off to the west. We already tamed our land. That's why I couldn't find adventure there. That's why I came here.
Well, we have an elf ambassador. You could ask for help. Elves generally don't like corrupt tyrants, right?
True.
But yeah, that dwarf ambassador was pretty fucking clutch.
or like start working? I like it.
So how do you increase your mason's level? I'm assuming you start off as a level 1 masonry, and then you have to spend money to upgrade it. 'Cause it didn't
I
give
assume that he's as good as we need him to be, and it's just going to take a matter of time and money to get stuff that we need, rather than
because he makes
like
upgrades to our. He makes like castle improvements 50% faster and 50% cheaper if it's a 5th level, 10% if it's a 1st level, and then 20, 30. And 30% cheaper too, which is nice. And he gets gold. Oh man. This is a big brain campaign. Holy shit. I'm down for it. I just wasn't prepared for this much big brain. I'm assuming if we go through the desert, we're gonna have to run from a dragon. Ain't gonna lie. But we do want to.
You might make it to there.
The problem is, why are you running from it instead of running towards it?
To be fair, looting a dragon horde would definitely improve our gold amount.
Or just befriending the dragon.
True. Having a dragon on call, top 10 tier abilities.
Like, that's the thing. Everyone feels like they have to fight the dragon. No, you just have to convince them not to kill you.
Would these be an advantage or would they be it? Does someone else grab the character already? So I don't see it. High nature check though. History and a nature or just history?
What was the name of? What was the name of that thieves guild?
Ah shit. Not the dice gods aren't for me today. Change my dice color real fast. Yeah. I don't want to fight a dragon yet. We're only 6 levels. Maybe later, boys.
Once again, we don't have to fight him. We just have to convince him that we're not someone he wants to kill.
Good luck if it's not a chromatic.
If you can show them that you're useful, they won't kill you.
Okay, I see the circle now.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, seeing where it's at. I'm
And that's probably where the dragon is. Allegedly.
There we go.
I changed my.
Allegedly.
I ain't gonna lie though, in the realm of continents, like this map seems ridiculously small. I'm sure there's a shit ton of dragons still left in the world.
The dragons were extinct in Game of Thrones too, and we see how that went.
No, see me. I say we investigate the woods to the south of us. That's also right by Gravesford, which would be our biggest threat, which is also our only supply of money. I
Yeah.
think we should look for that there. What do you think, No?
And I think we could also send maybe our dwarven ambassador to Drystead to see
That sounds good.
what it would take to get
Bring
the
the
dwarves.
kid with us.
He came from Drystead. What are you talking about?
I did, but I. God damn it.
I'm definitely going to have somebody who's better at it than I. Well, I don't know. I got a pretty good persuasion check. For at least, negotiating contracts for the rock that needs to be done in the work. Do we want to roll that, or can we just game that? The purchasing of the stone and the labor from Drystead to.
Did you see that other message I sent you?
Are you sending him images or files?
Just suggestions.
I'm just gonna let you know, since he's looking at the Fantasy Ground screen, you can whisper to the DM through the chat, right? And you'll probably see it a lot quicker than a program that's not up.
That is true.
Then that's how I will start sending you messages. I see it now.
What just happened?
Or he could just go back and have to accomplish a mission separate. Start gathering up animals, since we obviously are going to need some sort of livestock.
I mean, we could leave the kid to govern the city while we're doing specific tasks to try and improve our chances.
Nah, he's coming with me, because if there's combat, he needs to be in it. This kid has to kill something.
I mean, I don't want to risk our only thing that's connecting us to what owns the castle and the lands.
If this kid doesn't spill blood for his crown, he'll never respect it, and he'll live his whole life sending other people off to die.
I didn't say he didn't have to spill blood for his counts, but we do need someone to rule the lands while we're gone, and keeping all this stuff running. As we're trying.
That's what we have the castle wizard for. The
Does
person
she
with
know
a high intelligence.
Does she even know anything about running a land? She was just a shop wizard.
Just curious, who
Are
would you
you
trust? The
saying
person
that
with like
because-
140 IQ, or the 8-year-old kid that wanted to go stab the orc with a fork? Just who you put in your eggs in their basket? Just curious.
Are you just questioning because it's a female?
What?
Are you sexist, dwarf?
My cast inflicts wounds at 3rd level. Just kidding. Anyway, no.
Let's say I shoot you with an arrow at I don't know, 7th
Initiative.
level.
Let's get it on. Roll initiative. Destiny points are not allowed.
No destiny points.
No.
Fucking straight. Fucking destiny points. No, the stupidest shit ever is to be told by the GM, don't worry about destiny points, you're never going to use them, and then have another player use a destiny point to kill you.
I don't even know what a destiny point is.
Star Wars.
I said, what is this? And you told me not to worry about it. I'll never use it. Exact words.
Let's not remember past mistakes and let's think about the now. It was an unfortunate event. But yeah, since we seem to be the leading knights for our area too, improving our abilities as well is something we might need to work on. Those treasure hoards would help in upgrading our current. And having an enchanter, a personal enchanter at Castle Rend, that's major. For getting.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. I was like, God damn, we all rolled pretty good shit for what we needed. The dice gods didn't screw us on those rolls, at least.
All right, guys, I'm calling it a night.
No, our next combat they will.
Whatever you guys decide to do, let me know.
Same.
We may as well move down to Gravesford first.
I would think.
Oh, I thought we were at Castle Rend.
Just build it up and then get back to us. You're right. Hey, I suggest that we go through the spooky woods back there, check on that treasure trove.
I'm with you.
And then we move down to Orc Town right after.
I also say we send our dwarf ambassador to Drystead.
Why am I going to send my dwarven ambassador back to Drystead when he just got there from here?
Oh, he's come. Okay, I see what you're saying then. But could we ask him?
Well, negotiations with him have already been handled. Thank God, because I didn't have to roll, and the DM is super awesome.
Oh, sweet. What did the dwarf say then?
He likes us, he loves us, and he wants our gold.
So what would
Even
it
a
take?
business set.
So what would it take for the dwarves to give us the rebellion their support?
Keep
We
paying
don't
them
know
gold.
that.
Keep
No, we
paying them
didn't. We
gold.
didn't talk. We didn't talk revolution yet, man. No, first is business.
Okay.
First hits for free.
Yep.
Then we talk revolution.
All right. If I know anything about dwarves, dwarven heavy infantry, that shit can really fuck your day.
I will let say that make that as a party decision. What happens after?
Yeah, I don't know how knocking out the two hordes. That might be a little bit of a man. That's
We'll see how the dice rolls. That's how I'm going to play that.
we'll see what happens at our
We
first
might
horde.
that first thing in the woods might end up having to be a whole nother week's worth of logistics trying to work out after we figure out what we're doing.
Good deal. All right, gentlemen. Y'all have a good night. Good gaming.
Yeah. Later.
Night.
Bye, guys.
What's the Baron's name? We just keep calling him the Baron.
ED.
Like the Edmund Fitzgerald. I feel like Jeff and I think a lot alike. Oh, I think he's definitely a better role player than I am. But his tactics minded is, I feel like he and I think a lot similarly. Is Raven Gulch supposed to be like Asian influenced? So would my guy gotta just be like there, but kind of be like a fish out of water type situation?
I wrote
Okay.
so.
Is there an area from here that where characters would be more like French stereotype? So maybe his family's from Obereyes, but he's just down living in Raven Gulch right now.
Um.
Yeah, like instead of a knight,
Later.
he's a noble knight background. So like he's of noble birth. He's knighted or whatever, but he's not like a knight that earned it through like his actions. He earned it through his family. I figured Sergeant Shunk could be the same thing for Lava Comb. And just whatever way the party decides to go,
Which
that's
I'll
fine.
put that in house rules.
I wanted to try and keep it as organic as possible, just so that we could kind of run through different characters and get chances to try different things, and just we'll grab the people we need for the certain missions that we need them for.
Wanting to do that forever.
Because I've got 3 different characters right now that I think I'm excited to play all 3. I kind of want to introduce them to the party as a whole. So yeah. What sort of culture is around those smaller cities like Arispel, Sullenloft, Wellsred, and Arrowgate? So it's a trade hub. It's basically a trade hub, which also has a major uh, undercity, so to speak. What about Arrowgate?
That's that's where you
How
get
like
banned.
what what is their economy based around though? Something has to keep them going somehow. Interesting. Is there any communities within the mossy swells, or is that just basically just nature?
Well,
Is there a wood elf community within there that's known?
there.
We're west, man.
Like, what's the maleness community about? Like, I know there's a dude there that's into gnolls, but like, beyond that, okay, so maleness is just basically an extension of the power from the main castle. But what's their economy and society based around? Like, what's the culture?
Joe, are you writing this down?
No, I'm not. I mean, they seem to have like one of the larger, powerful human cities. So, well, they're still bigger than all the other cities, like Arispel, Sullen, Lothwelser, and Errolgate down. Yeah, but that's a completely different culture too. Because I'm assuming all the rest are more European culture. Or am I wrong? Oh, I was thinking High Middle Ages. I was thinking High Middle Ages.
Yeah,
If not, maybe Renaissance. I don't know where you're wanting to put it at.
Josh, are you writing any of this down?
Well, just a second. I want to go back over this. Let me tell you what everything is, and you tell me if I'm right, so I can establish that I'm actually retaining this information.
And you hold on and don't tell me what you're gonna do first, and let's go at a slow pace so I can write it down.
Okay, are you ready to write stuff down?
Yes, I am. Who are we starting with?
Let's start.
So Castle Rend is our castle. We know that. Gravesford is just a local village.
Well, hold up. What do we know about Castle Rend? What village is it near?
Gravesford is the only village nearby, isn't it?
How far is it? 3 days? You said 3 hours the first night, but if that's only 3 hours from there to there, then that should only be like a day's travel to the kingdom. And this is a really small map, so I would feel much more comfortable. Okay, that just makes much more sense for a large map. So it's 3 days. 3 days from Graves. Previously owned by Morbius. Yes, previously owned by Morbius. Abandoned how many years ago? I know it told us somewhere, but I can't remember. It was a while, like 500 years. Sure it is.
Heritage.
A stone castle?
So this is this elven architecture?
Nothing about it spoke elf to me.
It didn't say anything.
It's like 7 hours long. We'd have better luck just looking up the notes in the campaign module. All right, next, where are we going?
Gravesford. And from what I understand, all I really know about Gravesford is it's the village that's near Castle Rend, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, it's going to be bigger now because if we start getting Castle Rend and Castle Rend gets an economy, Gravesford's going to be a stopping point town.
We kind of want it to be not destroyed. We want to build it up.
Well, I mean, even if Gravesford gets destroyed, there's going to be some stopping point in town. That's just what there is on the way to most
Gravesford will
cities.
probably be rebuilt if it gets raised.
Right? It's just too tactical of a location. All right, who's next?
I gotta help move some stuff, but if you want to write down some notes on the 3 areas that we think the hordes are at, whatever we got, real quick, I'll be right back.
I don't have names for those, so they're not going. And
You don't have names for the woods or the mountains or the desert there? Okay, hidden location 1, 2, and 3. I'll be right back. I have to move. 1 second.
Drystead. What do we know about Drystead?
All right, I'm back.
So we are on friendly terms with the ambassador from there.
For Drystead. Okay.
Anything else?
And Drystead is mostly dwarves, right? So Lavacombe, Orc village, very Wookiee orcs, got it.
All right, so we're moving on from Drystead. There's nothing else to know about them right now. Evolved orcs. Think Wookiees. Anything else?
Raven's Gulch is Asian influence culture.
Raven Gulch. Asian type culture. Anything else?
We know that there's a knight down there that kind of owes allegiance to us. But he's staying in Raven Gulch right now.
Does that knight have any political pull there? Is there a reason to connect that knight with that land, or does he just happen to live there?
usually sent there as punishment.
So Flint.
Detroit?
Size. Tragedy Depths. That's just the name of the lake. Or is there a community there? What's the new name for Pleasantville? That I'm
Alright.
Please
You
spell
got
better.
Mail Nest. Should we just do Mail Nest first?
Nope. Because I'm going from top down on the side, top down on the middle, and top down on the far side.
What do you need?
Spell
Bettiger.
Bettiger.
That's where the
See the
High
power?
King lives. Probably the biggest metropolis in the area.
It might be. I haven't. I don't know. I got it written somewhere on here, but I haven't spell checked this yet. Anyway, Seat of Power, home to the High King. Know anything else about it?
Giant metropolis.
I figured that would be in Seat of Power, home to the High King.
Uh,
Melnist.
That dude's from here, the usurper that's the High King right now.
Oh, Saxton.
Farming, fishing, trading, very powerful. Second only to the kings, only to Bettiger. Not as big as Raven Gulch or Lavacombe, but because it's the home of the High King, it gets a lot more attention.
Did you just mask the map?
between the
Dude,
red.
I'm seeing all gray right now.
Yep, me too. I did.
Yep.
It's close. Still
Big gray
underwater.
blob.
Nothing.
Still big gray blob. Okay, I can see you now.
No, I'm not watching.
No, I see on your map, on your screen, how it's separated. It's just, on our screens, it just comes up as everything is gray, like a gray screen. Like, that's it. There's no map at all. There's just a gray screen. Nope. Alright, bud.
Don't close this. I'm doing. I don't have a lot. I don't have any of them places you just said.
Basically, the maps from the subregions is what he's got, Jason.
I'm good. We can get some of the lands that we missed later, man. Because as soon as I'm done spell checking this, I'm done too.
You okay? Oh,
Screw that.
shit.
We're gonna have to go in a little bit, anyways.
Oh, Jesus. I really hope that didn't wipe out my notes. I'm not recreating them. Let me know when it's open.